welcome to the Pottervision podcast, the podcast where every 2 weeks, myself, Lucas Kirkby, and another person, Tom Lawrenson, we talk about a chapter of the Harry Potter books. They're famous, you might have heard of them, and we talk about other rubbish as well. This week we're on episode 139, and it's chapter 4 of book 6, The Half-Blood Prince, Horace Slughorn. Be green! Hello, Tom.
Hello.
How are you? Are you looking forward to Horace Slughorn being in your life?
Well, before that, I've got something to ask you.
What?
Last night, someone broke into my house and they started breaking things, yeah? They turned all the taps on, clogged up the sinks, punched me in the stomach as I was sleeping, and they wrote on the walls in excrement, "My name is Lucas Kirkby." Do you know anything about all this?
Guilty as charged. I wondered if you'd figure it out that it was me. Was it the poo-stained message? Was that the giveaway?
I think it was the punch.
Oh, was it? Ooh. Yeah, only I punch in a very specific way. Anyone that's crossed me would know that. I've got a very individual punch.
I went out to all my neighbours this morning and I said, punch me in the stomach, and they all did it without hesitation, but none of them felt like the punch that I received in the night. I said, the street was like, what's that all about? I had all 20 of them huddled around me. And I said, well, last night someone broke into my house, punched in the stomach, broken items, excrement on the wall. And apparently someone did spot a certain gentleman fleeing the scene. Laughing, polo shirt, pair of glasses.
Yeah. Well, do you know what it is? Because I think, was it Bruce Lee that had the famous 5-inch punch or 1-inch punch? What was it called?
5-inch dick.
Oh yeah, 5-inch. It was called like the 1-inch punch or something. But I've got the 20-meter punch. Yeah, I do a big run up. I hold my hand out like Superman, like that, and I run as fast as I can, and then connect.
The excrement, yours or someone else's?
A mix gathered over a long period of time.
Welcome to the Pottervision podcast list.
Hey! And if you didn't like that, I've got a 20-meter punch for you. Yeah. Well, how have you been, old boy?
All right. Yeah, up and down. Up and bloody down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've been doing a lot of gigs lately, and you do good gigs, which are like... you do good gigs. I don't know. And then to keep bringing back down to earth, you have to go do a gig in front of thickos or like old people. And last night I did a gig in Lincoln. And, I went out and did the gig, and like such a blend of people, like, you know, from ages 18 to 100, and every joke landed, but I was performing the set like a stripper who didn't want to be there.
Oh yeah,
I was like, every joke I was like, blah, 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 blah. Right, that's that one done. Right, you've seen the tits. Is that what you want? The arse now, is it? Right, there's the arse.
Yeah. Stick a tenner in there. Hurry up. God. I think every gig offer that you get should come with the latest census for that town, the demographic, and also the latest polling figures, who they've voted for in the last general election. And that, for me, would be like, okay, I know whether I want to go there now or not.
Yeah, no, totally. Instead, I've got a room full of people going, "At least look like you want to be here, love." And I'm like, well, what can I say?
What can I say, Lincoln?
What do you want me to say to that?
Yeah. Well, bloody hell, but that doesn't sound that bad. But you're right, you can have 5, 10 amazing gigs and then one bad one and you think, oh, give up now.
5, 10 amazing gigs, one bad one, give up now. Yeah.
Yeah. One of those bloody things.
I've been chatting about doing, I can't remember. Chasing you, asking you questions, getting no reply. Oof,
It's not nice, is it?
Feels now.
Not nice, is it? It's had a bit of a crazy week. But yeah, well, and I know how you feel when you get a job texted to you. Texting me a job, and I'm like, oh, I'll read that later. And next thing you know, 4 days have passed.
Right. Tuesday morning, right? Look at this. You send me a message at my 6 a.m, so that is your 5 a.m.
No, your 6 a.m. is my 7 a.m.
You text me at 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Give me a picture to post on Instagram for today's podcast, please. I wake up at 8:30. I immediately do it and send it. You reply, 10 a.m. Thank you, great pic. You post it on Saturday evening.
I forget.
What was the urgency? If you wanted it for Saturday...
I get these times where I'm productive in my head, and a lot of the times it's on the bus. I'd have been on the bus to work, and I'd be like, right, I'll text that, get that done, answer that email. And then the week happens, I've got work, I've got the German course, and then next thing I know, it's Saturday, and I think, oh yeah, I forgot about that.
But if I don't send him the picture, he's like, come on, where's that pic? Well, there you go. Thank you. Now I've got it. You got bank. I've got that banked now.
Yeah, I've got it banked. Yeah, I've got a little photo album full of them. Hey, that'd be cool. A little collage of all the episode pictures. That'd be a nice present for somebody's birthday. Hey, I had a Pottervision dream the other night.
Sounds shit.
I was dreaming. It was a bit. I didn't really like it. It was a Pottervision dream. I dreamt that me and you were in a massive venue, right? And it was absolutely full. I'd have said about 400 or 500 people.
Full for one of our shows?
Yeah, well, it was a dream. It was a dream. So there's 400 or 500 people there, yeah. We start doing the show where we come on and we're introducing it. You don't want to start the play. You just want to talk to the audience. But they're getting a bit like bored and annoyed. And
doesn't sound like our audience.
By the time you finished, most of them have left. And there's only 100 left. Because you're like, no, and then kept talking to them, right? Then it gets weird. Then me and you take 2 microphones and we sit in the back of a bus. And the bus, for some reason, is at the back of the stage. And we're like that, talking on the microphone and then looking back through the window of the bus.
And everyone's loving it, are they?
Everyone's loving it at this point. They're thinking it's brilliant, right? So we're like that, talking like we're doing the podcast, looking over, people are laughing, yeah? But then the bus drives off and does its route, its normal route, and we're still talking. And then we realise, oh shit, the bus is, we're like in the town now. So then we get the bus back, and when the bus gets back, we're annoyed because everybody left. Why's everyone gone? We're coming back. I'm like, you got the bus. You left on the bus. And then we didn't go back to that venue again then. They didn't want us back. What does that mean, Tom, that I'm dreaming that?
What does it all mean? What does it all mean?
Scaring me. There must be some interpretation of that. Don't know. Yeah, and then I was shopping yesterday, and
Right, bit of promotion before we continue. Listeners, we're on tour with Pottervision, but more importantly, I'm on tour doing stand-up. I'm bringing my new work in progress show.
Hang on. It's not equally as important. Equally as important.
I get more money for this one.
Yeah, you get more money. I get nothing for yours. And what's this? The Tom Lawrenson stand-up podcast? Was it the Pottervision podcast? Eh?
Well, whatever. I'm coming to Edinburgh, Belfast, Sheffield, London. Come see me in one of them towns. I'm in Belfast on the 5th of May. And if you're into this kind of thing, the day before I'm doing a Pottervision show on the 4th of May.
Think about what a lovely weekend that could be. Saturday Pottervision, Sunday Tom Lawrence and Hubba Hubba, and you're in Belfast. That sounds like a fantastic weekend away. And Ryanair are doing cheap flights, aren't they?
Yeah. And on the 15th of May, I'm going to Edinburgh to do my new work in progress show that is very funny. Some people are saying it's better than Hubba Hubba, which is an insult. They're both as good. They're both as good. Yeah, and then London. Also, come see us in London do this new show.
Pottervision?
Full stop. Pottervision the show.
Pottervision the musical. 1st of June we're in London. Yeah, check us
possibly.
out. Yeah, we're going to be in Belfast, Manchester, London, Hull. Where else?
Come see us, and possibly come see us in one of 4 soon-to-be cancelled dates: Cardiff, Swansea, Leicester, nothing.
Yeah, get your tickets booked. Yeah, otherwise we won't be going. Have we ever sounded this desperate? I don't know.
It's so funny. I think we've got 1,000 weekly listeners. Come on, fill up these rooms. We don't live in any of these towns. Come on.
You must know somebody that lives there. Yeah, but they don't like Harry Potter. Bring them. Yeah. Look, the problem is we've got 1,000 listeners. Yeah, but. If you think of, if you spread that out over the world, there's not many that are per city, is it? Yeah? Not many. So, I don't know, maybe we'll have to add something to it that'll attract people, like an appearance from Ed Sheeran or something.
Oh.
Do you think he'd come to Belfast? We could do an opening 20 for us, do Lego House and something else. Do a bit of Divide.
Ed Sheeran. Yeah, well, Ed Sheeran seems like the kind of artist you'd love.
No, not really.
Is that an insult?
Maybe. I don't know to who. Maybe me or Ed Sheeran. I don't know. A bit of both.
Both of you insulted.
Oh.
He's playing guitar. I'm going to build a lovely Lego house. Looks into the audience, sees you. He's like, oh.
Oh, no. On the other hand, me coming this, oh, what's this? I thought this was all going to be to do with maths. Right, if you're calling your albums plus, minus, times and divide, what am I supposed to think? Now you're talking about leaving the lights on when they start to let your lover grow. Is that even him? No, it's not even him. I don't know.
What's the mean, Ed? What's the mean of this show? What's the meaning? The mean.
Yeah, he's running out of ideas. He's done like the 4 main arithmetic operations, hasn't he? What's going to be next? Square root. What's his next album going to be? Differentiate. Could be an integral sign. That'd be cool.
Ed Sheeran, Sinkostan.
Sinkostan. Hey, that's the next 3 sorted, isn't it?
Sinkostan.
Yeah, bloody hell.
Oh, the hours of fun you could have with a calculator just pressing Sinkostan, having no idea what it means.
Yeah.
Sinkostan, 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 Sinkostan.
Oh.
You must sing that hymn every year at Christmas.
I do. Here's my impression of Ed Sheeran choosing his next album. Ooh. 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 Think that'd be funny on stage? This is my impression of Ed Sheeran naming his next album.
No one's got his album names to mind. Only his fans do.
Do you think so? Ooh, I think I might name my next album Delete.
You could be You could. I think you could do that as a TikTok, and it'd be funny.
You think so? I'll have to re-download it.
Because then it'd go straight to Ed Sheeran fans. Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran. But that could be just a picture, couldn't it? It could be a meme. Ed Sheeran thinking of his next album.
When you flew back from Dublin to Germany?
When am I flying back?
No, listen, you're not listening. When you flew back from Dublin to Germany,
yes,
2 weeks ago, here we go.
Yeah.
How far away was the terminal? Because the Ryanair flight to Manchester was in the furthest possible away terminal in Dublin Airport.
Yeah, I don't think mine was very far. The bus took us outside.
No, once you arrived in the airport. So you just checked. You checked your bag.
Yeah, it wasn't that far. It was quite close.
Your gate was close to checking your bag.
Yeah, once you got through security, it was like not far. Yours was miles away, was it?
It's the furthest possible away one. It's like, gate 100 or something. And I feel like it's a slight dig on Brits abroad. You know what I mean? You're gonna come over here. We're gonna make you walk loads.
Well, the worst one for that is Frankfurt Airport. It's enormous. I think it's the biggest airport in Europe. And you have to walk like 20 minutes before you get to like your gate. It's very vast, if I may say so myself.
Walk 20 minutes before you get to your gate. I bet it's beautiful.
It's very nice. Lots of big corridors and people walking around.
All airports are beautiful, apart from, for some reason, airports in England, which are horrible and tiny and filled with despair.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's to convince you. It's like, look, you want to get out of here. Go somewhere nice. Anyway, you've not told me what you've been up to this week.
Did some bloody gigs. I went, I'll tell you where I went. I went to Shakespeare Town, Stratford upon Avon.
Hey, did you go to Shakespeare's House and Gardens?
No, stayed in my Premier Inn. I looked out, sea of white-haired people. I was like, oh, God.
Oof. Some of you remember him, do you? What?
What was he like? Wish I'd said that. That'd have been funny.
Yeah.
I started because I've got jokes about dating apps, and I was like, oh yeah, people use dating apps, and I was like, you lot don't know what I'm on about.
Hey, but it was recently Shakespeare's 460th birthday.
Old git.
Old git. Yeah. So happy birthday. I hope it's the first of many more to come.
Oh, he's dead.
Do you think, like, when people go, and many more, do you think they stop singing that when someone gets very old or frail? And so say all of us, and a few more, one or two more.
And let this be the last.
Oh,
you just blew out my candles. I wanted the wish.
Let this be the last. In that tune as well.
Let this be the last.
Oh, it's not a very nice thing to say, Ranald.
Oh well.
So you've been gigging your pants off. Was that what you're telling me?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. I forget what happens in the week. Scare myself.
Yeah, scary, innit? It all goes by in a blur, in the blink of an eye. And next thing you know, we're sat here together wondering what the bloody hell we've been up to.
You still going to the gym?
No. Oh, well, that's that's a funny story. Hey.
Why would you ask me that?
Remind me of that. Hey, I lost me 7 kilos that got me back to where I was about 4 months ago. And, what it is, I have to do my
Went
German.
on a 1 week Pottervision tour and put it all back on.
But you know what was funny was? No, well, basically I'm doing back my German course because I've got to do the orientation. So I've got that for another 2 months, and that's in the evening. So I can't bloody... I don't have time to do it. But we're... we went to do some shopping yesterday. And I can't get the app for some reason, the gym app, where you can cancel it. Because my phone doesn't download German apps. But we were in the car, and we were like, why don't we just stop off at the gym to cancel the membership? Right, so I'm like, alright, we'll do that then. So we park outside the gym, and there's a couple of McDonald's cups in the car. And Martina goes, we can put them in the bin while we're at it. So I said, alright, we'll put them in the bin. So I've got these 2 big McDonald's cups. And I'm starting to walk towards the gym. I can't see a bin on the way. I can't see a bin. And I'm like, I am not walking into the gym to cancel my membership with 2 large McDonald's drinks. I've had a relapse, lads. I'm cancelling my membership. I might as well have 2 burgers in my hands. So I made a big detour to get rid of the cups before I went in. Look, we all know what's happened here. Let's not make this any harder than it has to be. I'd like to cancel my membership, please. And do you want a nugget? Yeah, so I've cancelled it temporarily. But I think the plan is eventually, to join again.
Well, I've been paying for a gym for a year.
Yeah.
I hurt my back in October.
Yeah.
And I've been paying like £26 a month since. And I went, go very rarely. Been like 4 times this year. So they've got their money out of me. Well done, Pure Gym. Well done, you're ripping a poor young lad off.
You can cancel at any time. No, ripping me off. You can come to the gym if you want. No.
Hurts.
It hurts.
The gym. I hate the gym because, it's a budget gym, Pure Gym. Anyone goes Pure Gym, it's like budget. So you go in, and you be on a machine. Someone comes over, you got long left. And you're like, have it. Can I jump in with you? No, you can't jump in with me. I'm on a treadmill.
You got long left. You'll not have long left if you don't back off. You'll not have bloody long
Using
left.
both sides. Can I watch you? Can I lick the sweat off your machines? No, you can't.
It's not quite like that. Mine's called McFit. Which
McFit.
Which always makes me think
McDonald's, McFit, McDickhead. What next?
But they're quite respectful. But then you just look around the room and you think, this isn't me. This music isn't me. I like you.
Well, you take headphones. You listen to your own music. No one listens to the gym music.
Yeah, I do. I listen to like a Doctor Who audio play or a podcast or something. Or
I know what you listen to. You'll maybe lock them doors and turn those lights down low.
Hey, why not? That'll get me a couple of K on the treadmill. Bit of Josh Turner. Bloody hell. Hey, now Sam.
I've listened to podcasts. I've listened to podcasts for years, and I was to this other podcast, and the hosts are always talking about. Right, now begins my fitness journey over the space of 7 years.
Yeah.
And I realised I'm that podcast host who does the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Every few months I'm like, right, I'm getting back into it now. I'm getting back into it. No longer am I being a fat pig, I'm getting back into it now.
Yeah. And so it goes.
My brother-in-law Luke, he's been hammering the fitness. I need. Normally, what inspires me is spite, so I need someone to compete against.
Yeah. Why don't you spite your brother-in-law?
I need to. But also, he's celiac, so he can't eat carbs anyway.
Oh, lucky.
I know. I don't know if that's offensive, but I wish carbs killed me.
I don't think it kills. Gives you bad tummy.
kills him. Right?
Yeah, slowly. Now, are you ready for a chapter rundown, or do you just want to talk bullshit all afternoon?
Go on then, I'll have a chapter rundown, please.
Oh, chapter 4. Horace. Horace Slughorn. Dumbledore apparates Harry, it's bloody horrible, to a town called Budley Babberton. And they go to visit Horace Slughorn, but bloody hell, looks like he's been broken into. The house, I mean. It's things all over the floor, blood on the walls, it's bloody horrible. But it's just a ruse. Horace Slughorn's disguised himself as a chair to avoid being found. But Dumbledore sees right through that. Then Dumbledore goes for a shit. And while he's having a shit, Horace gets to know Harry. And he's like, oh, I used to have loads of famous students in my club. And I'd love you in my club, if only I worked at Hogwarts. So he agrees to work at Hogwarts again. And then Dumbledore apparates Harry back to the Burrow now. And then he goes into the Burrow. And that was Horace Slughorn.
Horace Slughorn. Where the Burrow was? Where the Burrow was? It's me, Slughorn. Where the Burrow was? Where old Jonathan was? Hello, Horace Slughorn. Hello, where the Burrow was, Jonathan was.
Look at us go! It is Horace.
Where'd it go?
It's Horace Slughorn. Pea green. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of that over this book, so look forward to that, everyone.
Pea green. God, imagine. Oh, that's funny. What's he called again, the actor at Slughorn?
It's Jim Broadbent.
Okay, in Jim Broadbent, in this scene, you're playing Horace Slughorn, and you're saying, Draco, I'd like to invite you into my special club. Okay, go. Pea Green, I'd like to invite you into my special club. No, he's not called Pea Green. He's called Draco Malfoy in this. No, he's called Pea Green. He's called Pea Green. No.
Pea Green was in the other
Draco
film.
Malfoy.
That was like 15 years ago now.
Okay, his name is?
Draco Malfoy.
Okay, got it.
Action.
Pea Green, come to my special club.
No!
Go. Idiot.
We apologise to any fans of Jim Broadbent, or Jim Broadbent himself. I'm sure it's just a nasal thing.
I think to be a Jim Broadbent fan, you have to be particularly middle class. Like, not lower middle class. And middle class, middle class and above. Enjoy. Because no hard-working person in the country looks at that man and goes, oh, that's entertainment. You've got to be a snooker fan to watch that and go, oh, yeah. No, that's good.
But I'm finding this very entertaining, your impressions of him. Maybe you could be a Jim Broadbent tribute act.
Where the Boas? I think it's my. If I was what's he called, John Goodman in that film.
Oh yeah.
I said I'd have had a clause in my contract, knowing that I was working with Jim Broadbent, and I've been like, I know my character is meant to lose, but I'm not going to do it unless I get to stamp on his head and it dies.
Also, a clause in the contract. By the way, you will be working with Jim Broadbent. Okay, why is that a clause? Well, you just wait, John Goodman. You don't know him over there, do you? America.
It's a well-known fact that, what's he called? Vin Diesel. Vin Diesel.
Hang on a minute. What was that? Vin Diesel. Yeah, Vin Diesel. That's him. Why did the fanfare imply Vin Diesel?
That's how I think. Whenever I think, I have to do fanfare.
Yeah.
But Vin Diesel has a clause in his contract that in any film, he can't lose a fight. When he has a fight, he can take punches, but he will never lose any fight.
No, really?
Yeah, 100%. And when The Rock found out about that, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, he said, "I want the same claws." And so they were in Fast and Furious together, and they had to fight each other, and neither of them lost the fight. I think they just knocked each other out at the same time.
Yeah, I don't like clothes as well. Right, someone's got to... Right, I want to make everyone happy, but someone's got to lose this fight in Fast and the Furious. We can't just have a load of goalless draws in this film. It's going to be shit.
Can I have that clause as well? You're not even fighting. Big green.
Big green. So, Horace Slughorn.
Harry feels awkward with Dumbledore walking away from the Dursley house, Privet Drive, if you don't know.
Yeah.
I would as well. He's ignored him for a year. Weirdo. And at the same time, he's grooming him to fight Voldemort.
100%. Yeah, and also the last time they saw each other, Harry was throwing his things around the room and shouting at him. It's going to be awkward, isn't it? They're not exactly busy mates, are they?
Yeah. And then the apparition. Sounds lovely, doesn't it? Iron bands around his arms. Eyeballs being sucked out of their sockets.
Right, no magical transport is comfortable. Like, all these options are shit. Flu powder's horrible. Port key is horrible. Apparition's horrible. Look, just give me enough time and I'll make my own way there. Don't apparate. Just tell me where to be at what time and I'll take a nice little train or a taxi. I don't need to be there immediately. I'll just plan ahead and not have to make myself feel sick.
God. The train, the 2-hour train to London used to make me feel sick.
Did it?
God, imagine apparating.
Oh, it'd be horrible.
I'd apparate. I get motion sickness, so I'd apparate. And as soon as I appeared in the room, it's like, you know, if I was a wizard, like, come on, let's go fight Voldemort. And I'd appear.
Yeah. That'd be a pretty good entrance, wouldn't it? Barfing on your enemies. Right, we'll apparate and then I'll just need to lie down for 10 minutes.
Voldemort's like, you're lucky I'm bald. You're lucky I'm bald. If that had gone in my hair, that is disgusting. And I hate that. That is rotten, that is.
Yeah. Take a bag with you next time you apparate. Look at me. Dark Lord covered in sick. Come with the Bath Lord.
The Bath Lord?
The Bath Lord, yeah.
Look! Voldemort covered in pea green.
Right, no, don't. Right. Look. Whatever your name is, Jim Broadbent. Your line is not Dumbledore covered in pea green. We were told you'd stop doing this. And so we hired you. But you do not say Dumbledore is covered in pea green. Okay. I need you to say, yes, I understand.
What is the line?
The line is, I wasn't expecting you here, Dumbledore.
Dumbledore covered in?
No, I was not expecting you here, Dumbledore.
The line is, Dumbledore covered in pea green.
Try again tomorrow. We'll try again tomorrow.
Hello, Jim Broadbent. How do you overwash?
What is Jonathan Ross doing here?
I'm a big fan of movies. My wife is a producer, so I get to come on film sets. I've got kids who want to see that.
Oh, kids, I want to see that. Well, it's uncanny, listeners, yeah? If you're listening to it, you're thinking, where's Lucas Kirkby and Tom Lawrenson gone? That's clearly Jonathan Ross and Jim Broadbent. Yeah. Hey, Dumbledore's talking about Scrimgeour. I'm intrigued to see how this new guy's going to do things. This new Minister for Magic. Change things up a bit in a crisis. What do you think?
I heard Fudge got sacked. Who knows? I don't know.
Time will
What
tell.
do you think? I didn't think any. When I read that bit, I was like, okay. You think it was worthy of a question? Please tell me your thoughts.
Well, it's just because Fudge was just a waste of time, wasn't it? Where Scrimgeour seems to be someone that makes decisions and goes in a bit bold as brass. So maybe
It's so funny. Why have they had this guy, banked in case anything bad happens? Why not have the guy who's good at his job ready to go?
yeah.
Like why is he on the reserve bench? Like, oh, come on, put me in.
Yeah, get
Right,
him in
Fudge has
there.
let Voldemort in the Ministry.
Because they don't vote, do they? I don't think they vote for the Minister of Magic, do they? He just gets appointed.
Come on, Harry. Come on, Harry. Come on, Harry. There we go. There's Dumbledore. No, that's fly, you fools. How do I do Gambon Dumbledore?
Gambler, Harry. Come on, Harry. Harry Potter. Harry Potter's Goblet of Fire.
Did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire?
Just a bit Irish, isn't he?
Because they're like, right. And begins, we need to find the new defence against the dark arts teacher. Maybe, about this Dumbledore, right? Maybe you do it.
Yeah.
How many years are there? 7?
7, yeah.
He can't spare 7 hours a week.
Yeah.
It's one day. He can't spare 7 hours a week. 7 hours. My head teacher in high school, he taught statistics.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's possible to do 2 things rather than just sit in your office fucking playing with forks.
Yeah. So I was just imagining cutlery. He's playing
He's in
with
there
forks.
with his bird. He's got his bird under the arms, and he's like, and the bird's like,
Right, excuse me, Dumbledore. You've just got a supply teacher in to cover Snape who's sick. You couldn't have done that. No. Yeah, you teach Defence Against the Dark Arts. Or all the other teachers who are only teaching however many hours a week. Why don't they teach Defence Against the Dark Arts? Takes one year group per teacher.
Or everyone. No, I think the head of house should teach each house.
Every subject, or Defence Against the Dark Arts.
Oh, that'll make sense because they're mixed in lessons, aren't they?
Yeah.
The heads of houses should teach Defence Against the Dark Arts.
There you go. Yeah. That's a good idea. There must be a way, because the timetables can't be full. Teaching 7-year groups. But maybe they are.
So, they go into Slughorn's house.
Yeah.
And he's disguised himself as a chair.
J.K. Rowling must have been inspired by the 90s comedy spoof Spy Hard, in which there is a man disguised as an armchair in that tries to attack Leslie Nielsen. So I reckon she thought, oh, I like that. I've taken other inspiration from classic fairy tales and myths and legends. Why not Spy Hard with Leslie Nielsen in it?
There was I saw a film once that I think you might like.
Yeah.
It was called, I think it's
Yeah.
it was always on Sky Movies and no one's ever seen this film. It was called Men in White.
Men in White, okay. I've not seen that.
And it was a parody of Men in Black.
Yeah.
But instead of 2 guys working as FBI agents, secret agents. Yeah. These are 2 garbage men that have to start fighting aliens and that.
Right, okay.
And it's I reckon it's I don't know. I remember finding it so funny. One of them is getting strangled by an alien behind a pane of glass.
Yeah.
And he needs help. No, it's the alien isn't in view, or it's maybe the alien's invisible. He's behind this pane of glass. He's like, ah!
Yeah.
And his friend is looking like, what? And so in the Steam, he writes, help.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then his friend reads it, but backwards, and he's like, play. What is play?
Oh, yeah. That sounds funny. It's funny doing a spoof of a comedy film, though, isn't it?
Men in White, 1998 film.
Men in White.
Oh, it's got 2.8 out of 10.
National Lampoon's Men in White.
2.8 out of 10. That's so funny. The films you think are good when you're a little kid. That's a good film.
Good.
It's not. Is it not?
Poster on its own. It's terrible.
Maybe it's because we do a Harry Potter spoof, but I happen to love spoof films.
Yeah. You can just tell someone is... That's so funny, because the Wikipedia page doesn't have anything about reviews or box office sales, but the synopsis is enormous.
Is it?
So it's just some massive fan of Men in White has
It's
has written a really in-depth review of the film's plot.
It's got the bully in it from Back to the Future. What's he called?
Oh, Biff.
Yeah, Biff's in it.
Hey, well, that's worth watching if Biff's in it.
Biff's in it, Your Honour.
I don't think I'll watch that. Biff's in it. All right then, if Biff's in it.
All right then, Biff's in it. Yeah, that's what to say. Why don't you say that first?
Yeah. Biff.
That wouldn't have made sense. Biff's in it. What does that mean? Avoid this movie any way you can. Consider yourselves warned. Why did I enjoy it so much as a little boy then?
Because you were a little boy. Yeah, little boys enjoy different things to big boys. Maybe it was just so silly that it was enjoyed by a
Then
little
again,
boy.
I'll tell you what, when I was a kid, I think a lot of people like this. They like Drop Dead Fred. And Drop Dead Fred's a good film. Have you ever seen Drop Dead Fred, Lucas?
No, is it with Rick Mail?
Rick Mail. And I'm watching it as a kid thinking, this is brilliant. When you go back and watch it as an adult, you're like, I'm watching this shit for?
Just someone being daft, breaking the rules.
Yeah, Beetlejuice, whatever. Yeah, Imaginary Friend, whatever. Rick Mail's good, but the rest of it's weird, like a horny kids film, but for adults. I don't know.
We don't know. Drop Dead Fred and Biff's not even in it, so it's not worth watching.
Oh, Biff's in it.
Biff's in Drop Dead Fred as well?
No, he's not.
No, he's not. I don't like the idea of Harry being
One moment. The love interest from Drop Dead Fred is one of the policemen in White Chicks, which is also a brilliant film. Do you love White Chicks?
I've never seen White Chicks.
You've never seen White Chicks?
No.
You would love White Chicks.
I need to watch it. Any film with white in it. Men in White, White Chicks.
Right, we're having a... This month is White Pride Month. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that.
I'm just kidding. You've got to watch White Chicks. It is one of the greatest comedy. You and Martina would love it.
Yeah. Maybe Martina's seen it.
Martina's not seen it. She'll know Old Lang Syne.
She might have done. Martina, have you seen White Chicks? Yeah, she has.
Would she like it?
Did you like it? Don't know. She doesn't know.
We'll ask her if you would like it.
No, she don't want to.
Come on!
Harry Potter.
Why involve her then?
Oh, you brought it up.
You brought her up. Right.
I didn't. Hey, I wouldn't like to
I was saying a point.
Yeah, go on. What's your point?
Horace Slughorn has disguised himself as a chair. Right. How long is he going to be doing that for?
I know, it's got to be a backache, can't it? Being a chair for a while.
But the thing is, if you've ever tried to hide to jump out at someone and they don't just immediately come in the room you're in,
Yeah.
it can be very uncomfortable. So he's sat in his own house that he's wrecked as a chair.
Yeah. Horrible. Yeah. The thing is, what if he gets sat on?
Maybe that's his aim.
Oh, do you think so? I think he's got an ulterior motive. You could be right there, wanting to be sat on by Dumbledore. Oof.
Horace's primary objective, he's got two objectives. One is hanging out with students, whatever, pictures of students on his walls.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds like someone's been to a, sounds like someone's an avid snooker watcher.
Why is snooker getting a bad rep in this episode?
What do you mean? You don't see what's happened in the news?
No, what's happened?
And his second, his motivation is staying safe. He's wrecked his house so he can stay safe. Yeah.
But it's not even his house. He says every week he moves to a different house when the people who own it are on holiday. And how's he getting away with that? A different house every week.
He must know a travel agent.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Or he is a travel agent. You looking to go away? Yeah. Have you got anything for a budget of $300 per person? Pff, don't even waste my time. Get away from my desk.
Yeah.
He wants a nice big house to be in.
Yeah, that'll be good. Nice big bloody house for me. But how's he getting away with that? He must get caught out, like them coming home early, or I don't know, him forgetting to flush the toilets.
Come on, maybe that's what you do. But let me tell you this.
Eh?
Horace Slughorn is motivated by staying alive, and Dumbledore says, "Well, listen, Horace, the only place you can be safe, truly, is Hogwarts." He's like, "Is he telling me no teachers die at Hogwarts?" Well, there was one who died, and that's Professor Quirrell. Right, and how did he die? Harry killed him. Is Harry going to be at Hogwarts? Yes, he is. But I'm not sure I want to go. Well, guess who else is there? Go on. P. Green. P. Green!
I'm coming now! Yeah, he shouldn't have been bringing Harry to Slughorn's house. It should have been P. Green himself. Tom Felton. He'd have been there in a bloody heartbeat. I admire Harry's confidence with this stranger. He's very confident with new people. I'm not like that with new people. He talks to him as if he's like someone he's known for ages.
Yeah, I'd be all shy. I'd be in that house like this.
Yeah. Oh, can I sit down or not?
Do you know when you're a little kid? Oh, this is me. People hate people like this. You go on someone's house and you just stood up and they're like, "Sit down." You're like, "No, I'm fine." And they're like, "Oh, fucking hell. Can I get you a drink?" "No, I'm fine." Well, you're gasping and do you need the toilet? "No, I'm fine." Well, your knees are clacking together like a pair of clackers.
Yeah. Yeah, you think you're being
such
polite,
a crime
don't you?
to be shy, listeners. Sorry, what was that, old boy?
You think you're being polite, aren't you? Denying a drink, not sitting down. But that's what they want. They want you to be relaxed. Yeah?
Yeah, no, you're just annoying them.
Make yourself at home. Yeah? Chill out. Take your shoes off. Yeah?
Yeah, take your jeans off. Them jeans are making you uncomfortable. Take them off.
Yeah. What about that?
Weren't you wearing them underpants yesterday?
How do you know?
I slept in them. Cost of living crisis at the minute. What's that big streak of brown going down the back?
We don't need that. It is frightening, listeners, how easily Dumbledore can manipulate people. I'd be scared to be in Dumbledore's presence. I feel like he's the puppet master pulling the strings. The spider with his web of lies. Scaring me.
You're a user, Dumbledore. You're a user.
You're a user and an abuser. And I don't want to be
You're
a pawn
grooming
in
me.
your game
I'm
of chess.
what? To kill the Dark Lord? Ah, yes.
Oh, yes, okay. All right then.
He's got signed photos of his ex-students in his house, Slughorn.
Yeah.
I feel like, what he does, Slughorn collects students. He likes exceptional students who do well in subjects. Lucas, I think you'd get swept up by Slughorn.
I don't know if I was an excellent student. I was good, but I wasn't the top of the class. I think there'd be other students that would be more collectible in my school than me.
Oh yeah, in maths.
Maybe not.
Weren't you so exceptional at maths that the government of Wales paid for you to go to university?
No, the government of Wales pays 2/3 of everybody's university fees. Anybody from Wales that goes to uni gets 2/3 paid off. I don't know if that's still the case, but it used to be.
Well, consider me Welsh. I want a bit of that money.
Yeah, but Scotland's even better because Scotland pays all of it, or used to at least.
Yeah, but you'd be at his dinner parties.
Do you think? Yeah, but in a big group, I'd go shy. I'd just be eating my soup quietly.
That's what he likes.
He likes that. It's quite soup eaters.
What's this? Okay, so this is Slughorn teaching maths.
All right.
Yeah, and everyone's leaving. Bell rings. Time to go. Before you go, Mr. Cugby.
Yes, Professor Slughorn, sir.
I'm having a special meeting tonight. A lot of students coming.
Well, I need proof who is actually coming. I don't want it to just be you.
P. Green.
Well, there's no one called P. Green at this school. P. Green's in the borrowers.
We're going to have a big dinner party. Lot of students. Wear your nicest clothes. Plenty of food. Want to come?
Yeah, all right. I'll eat my soup quietly,
Didn't need
Professor.
much persuasion, did it?
It was the nice food that got me interested. Ooh, hot dinner.
You get fed at this school anyway. Hot dinner.
Hot dinner.
Hot dinner.
Well, speaking of one-to-one things, Dumbledore tells Harry, he's like, Harry, this year I am going to give you some private lessons. Dumbledore, please don't call them private lessons. Sounds odd. Call it one-to-one tuition or extra support. I don't want you going around saying I'm having private lessons with you. Doesn't sound right.
Oh, Lucas. Why do you have to drag this podcast into the gutter? You know full well that Dumbledore was being innocent when he said any of that.
I know Dumbledore was being innocent, but that's the word he used.
It's your filthy mind that you've misconstrued what he was saying.
I don't know about that.
Well, I bloody do.
Oh, that's all right then. Well, that's all I've got on this bloody chapter.
Right. How many men disguised as armchairs are you going to give this chapter out of 5?
I enjoyed it. We've got a new character in Horace Slughorn who's an interesting one because he's not overtly evil, but he's definitely sinister in some ways, and he has his own ways of being a bit odd. And he's a Slytherin, of course, not to be forgotten. So I think that's an interesting, new side, plot B of the book. I enjoyed it. A bit of fun with Dumbledore. Nice to see him and Harry getting more time together. And yeah, I thought it was bloody good actually. I'm going to give it 4. What was the unit of measurement?
Professors in disguised as armchairs out of 5.
Oh, 4 professors disguised in armchairs out of 5.
Lovely. For me, I'm going to give this chapter 5 professors disguised as armchairs out of 5 because it was interesting. Dumbledore and Harry are beginning their missions. Going into a house that has been trashed. Scary. Weirdo disguised as armchair. Now, Slughorn in the books isn't a weirdo. It's only Slughorn in the movies that makes us all sick to our tum-tums. Yeah. So I cannot begrudge him for that. So I'm going to give him 5 professors described as armchairs out of 5.
Fantastic. Oh, I'm feeling a bit quizzical, I don't know about you.
Okay then. Right, now begins the quiz.
Oh.
Question 1. What is the town that they apparated to?
Budley Babbiton.
Bubbly Babbleton. Okay. What is the name of the boy with blonde hair who is Harry's enemy at Hogwarts?
Be Green!
Draco Malfoy, I'm sorry.
Oh, no,
You're getting
come
confused. You're getting confused. No, it's Draco Malfoy.
You're not
Green's from the
letting me have that.
Borrowers.
I thought, come on. Draco Malfoy. I obviously
No,
know that.
no. No, Lucas.
Oh, this is the cruelest.
1 out of 2 so far.
Go on, what's the next one?
Okay. What does Slughorn ask Harry not to wag at him?
Finger.
His finger, correct. Who was the only professor to ever die at Hogwarts?
Quirrell.
Correct. And
what's he looking at?
I'm looking at the questions. What house is Harry Potter in?
Gryffindor.
Very good. Unfortunately,
Oh,
you've
you
lost
don't-
one of the easiest. You've lost one of the easiest quizzes I've ever done. You must be stupid.
I must be. Friends with you.
I must be.
Never mind. And now it's time for the nation's second favourite segment, my first favourite segment, Hedwig's Droppings. We're not alluding to our not alluding to bloppings. We mean the messages that you send in when we allude to Hedwig's Droppings. What's
Look
in
at
the
it
big
go.
this week? Well, we've had a 5-star review from Reese Price. So thank you very much, Reese. Reese has described our podcast as titillating. He says it's very funny and you should definitely listen if you're a fan of the books or the films. So thank you very much, Reese Price. What a titillating review. We've had an
lovely.
email from Chloe Ish. And Chloe asks a couple of questions. The first one is for me. Why don't you have a traditionally Welsh-sounding accent when you speak English? At least to my ear, I think. Well, I don't have a very Welsh accent. But the first thing is I didn't know where I live. There's a lot of English people that live there. So the accent's not very strong where I was born and raised. But if you travel in any direction, the accent gets a bit stronger. But then also, living in Manchester for 10 years also made my accent more North England. So it's been affected. And the second question is, can we hear more about why Tom lived in Spain for a while? Why was that, Tom? Mum and Dad money.
No, it's the kid's choice. We packed up the car one day and we went, Mum, Dad, we're moving to Spain. And they said, can we come? They went, I said, who do you think's going to drive the car? They went, thank you. So they drove us across and, stayed there for 3 years. That was it. And they ran a bar while we were there and it was misery.
There you go. So hopefully that's answered your questions. Now I've had another message here from, it just says website visitor. Maybe they didn't give us their names. But they say, hi boys, absolutely love the podcast. I'm only on episode 30, but I've been binge listening to them and I've recommended the podcast to my brother. It reminds me of when we were younger and used to share a room and listen to the cassette tapes of the books. We used to take the mickey like you boys do and pick holes in the plot. However, Pottervision has just triggered a ridiculous memory of some of the mental drivel we would talk about. We created willies for every single character. And they ranged from anything. Harry's willy was his glasses. Ron's willy was rhubarb. Seamus Finnegan's willy was a breadstick. The list is endless.
Why are you reading this?
I don't know. I forgot I've copied and pasted it. Oh,
Smut.
Umbridge's willy was a spoon.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. What are our... they love the pod and would love to hear our opinions on the Willies. What do you think, Tom? Do you like that?
Well, I think they're idiots.
It's very silly, isn't it? Well, thank you, website visitor. Oh dear, things that go on in a family home. Alright, we've had another email from Emma Ray. And Emma says, I just wanted to say thank you for making me laugh non-stop. I fall asleep to your podcast to drown out my husband's snoring. And I've listened to your catalogue on repeat. You truly are hilarious. Thanks, lads. Oh, thank you very much, Emma Ray.
Thank you, lass. Thank you, lass.
Yeah. And hey, maybe get your husband one of them things he can stick on his nose to stop him snoring. That'd be good.
Have you got one of them?
No, I need one though, because I'm quite snoring.
Well, fucking pot kettle black. You're the biggest snorer in the world. You snore like...
That's rude. I've got a deviated septum, you know. That's why my snoring's not very quiet. Hey.
Well, it comes out of there. So...
Yeah, you'll be coming out of there in a minute.
I'm going to come out of your throat. You can do eat me and then sick me up.
Yeah. All right. Now we've got some new babies on the way. So the first one is a baby Harry, and it's James Pollard.
James Pollard. James bloody Pollard. One moment.
One moment.
I need to tell you something about something when we end the podcast.
Oh yeah, what are you telling me now?
When we end the podcast, because I can't be bothered editing it. James Pollard. James Pollard?
Yeah, James Pollard.
You are a baby walking down the street. You're wearing a baseball cap, which is multicoloured, and you have a little propeller on the top. La 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 la. You got a white stick, and you are hitting it along a white picket fence. Joyous boy. New billboards are being put up to advertise a new brand of drink. Baby Rainbow Cola.
Oh, that sounds nice. Baby Rainbow Cola.
There's a man putting up the billboards, you know, with the long sheets of paper and the glue. And you stop to have a look. One of the sheets, he looks down at you and goes, "Hello, baby." And you look up and say, "Speechless, baby." While he's looking at you, one of the sticky sheets falls and lands on your head. Oh, sticky wicky. He thinks, oh dear.
Yeah.
He comes down and he tries to prise off the gluey sheet off your head. Unfortunately, it's stuck on tight. So he calls for the help of a passer-by.
Yeah.
"Excuse me, passer-by, will you help me?"
Oh, yes, of course I will. Oh, sticky wicky.
I'm going to try and pull the sheet off this baby's head.
Yeah.
You pull his legs.
All right.
Ready?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, sticky wicky.
All of a sudden, a policeman runs over. What the hell is going on here?
Sticky wicky baby.
No, not sticky wicky baby. What are you doing? What's your relationship to this baby?
I'm just a helpful stranger passing by. I was told...
Helpless stranger?
Yeah.
There are nail marks in this baby's legs. When was the last time you trimmed your fingernails?
2 weeks.
Well, that's too long, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, no, I'm going to get my nail clippers out now. We're going to do them together.
All right.
Fingers out. I accidentally cut some of your finger skin. Blood starts streaming out.
Ow, ow, sticky wicky.
No, not sticky wicky, bloody woody. You're bleeding blood all over my face. Right, time for you to be arrested. I turn you around, back against the wall.
Yeah.
No, your face against the wall.
Yeah.
And I think, you've pissed me off, you have, you weirdo. Give you a dig in the back.
Yeah. 20-metre
Cuffs on you.
punch.
You're being arrested
Yeah.
for putting blood on a policeman.
Yeah.
Throw you in the back of the police car. I hop in the front. I bet you're going to regret doing that to me, aren't you? We start driving away to the police station.
Yeah.
Take you in. Really rough with you. Buck him, boys. Throw you up to the police counter. I've got one. I've just arrested this guy.
Yeah.
For pinching a baby and putting blood on me. How do you plead?
Guilty as charged. Yeah. Oh, we hope you enjoyed that story, James. It wasn't about
It's
you.
not
at the
over.
end.
It's not over yet.
Oh, sorry.
They throw you in the cells. In the cells, there's an old man. Yeah.
Oh.
And he likes the look at you.
Right.
He says, you don't like it in here, do you?
No, don't like it. I wanted to help Sticky Wicky and I ended up in jail.
Yeah. Would you like to escape?
Yeah.
Then come over here and be a good boy and sit on my knee.
Oh, okay. Get back to the baby story. I don't like where this is going. Bloody horrible.
And that is your baby story.
Oh, I wish that was the end earlier. Bloody hell. I apologise, James Pollard, for that. Christ. So, the next baby you got up you is the baby Harry. It's Georgia King.
Georgia King. What a regal name.
Yes, it is, isn't it?
Georgia King. It is the coronation of King Charles. We wouldn't miss it for the world.
Oh.
Everyone is there. You know, you look at the coronation, you're like, who the fuck are all these people? King Charles is sat in a chair and he's like...
Yeah.
Being a bit weird with the person putting on the crown. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You've waited your whole life for this and this is how you're acting. How about a bit of grace? How about a bit of majesty? Yeah, instead he's being all weird. You are a baby watching from the Raptors.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you are. You were abandoned at this church many years ago by your parents who wanted sanctuary. Oh. They threw you in, but they were slaughtered outside. And you were raised in this church on your own, creeping around, no one ever seeing you, until one day you were, you met a gargoyle man.
Hello, it's Gargoyle Man here.
Is that your name, Gargoyle Man?
Yes, Gargoyle Man.
Oh, so your name is G?
Yes.
Hello, G. I'm a baby and I'm looking to be raised.
Well, I can raise you as high as you'd like to go, baby.
What's happening down there? Is it the king's coronation?
Yes, there will be a new king that will rule over England for a maximum of 10 years.
What do you think of the king?
Very awkward. Have a bit of grace. Have a bit of majesty.
Why only a maximum of 10 years?
Look at him. Look at
Grim.
him.
Oh, look at him. Would you think it'd be funny if we stole his crown?
My thoughts exactly, baby.
Brilliant. We descend upon the king. G and baby. Georgia. Right?
Yeah.
G Gargoyle has been up in there for years.
Yeah.
I'm watching. He's descending upon a bit of rope that he's tied up in the rafters.
Yeah.
Almost there.
Almost there.
Suddenly, he's spotted by the thousands of people in the room.
Oh.
Get him! He's trying to kill the king!
I'm not, I'm just an innocent gargoyle man.
His legs are grabbed by guards. He's drawn, separated, all limbs pulled separately.
Ah!
What were you going to do to the king? Were you going to kill him?
No, we were just going to steal his hat.
What, you and who? What's this we?
Baby made me do it.
Baby. Georgia, you are spotted by everyone. They bring you down. Is this true, they said? Were you going to steal the crown of the king with this gargoyle? Did you make him do it? Baby says, I have never met this man or gargoyle in my entire life. He's a liar. He calls you a liar, Georgia King. No, he is a liar. Well, what should we do? The king says, to decide who is the liar, this gargoyle should be cut in two.
Well, that doesn't sound very fair.
Well, your voice has changed, gargoyle.
No. Yeah, well, there's no point pretending now, is there?
The king is placed with the dagger in his hand. He places it to the gargoyle's neck.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I cannot kill this life. Georgia King, the baby, says, I can. She takes the knife and plunges it into the gargoyle's neck. Purple blood squirts out. Hurrah, they said. She shall be the new King of England. And that is your baby story.
Oh, that's lovely. So welcome, Georgia. Now we've got another baby Harry here, and it's Natalia Brown.
How many of these baby stories do we have?
There's 3 more, but should we just do 1 more?
3 fucking more?
Yeah.
And it's been on the same number for about a year. People coming and going. I'll have the story. Yeah, shit. Right, that's me then.
Yeah, 1 more then, eh? For old
Is it
time's
Natalie
sake.
or Natalia?
Natalia.
Natalia. Natalia, you were born in an orphanage of a school of exceptional babies.
Oh.
You were taken away from your parents because you have a power. You have the power to see into the future.
Oh.
This school is led by Professor Shit His Pants. He comes...
Well, I've been cast.
He comes... He comes into your...
No, not
nursery
Professor
to
Beautiful Man. No, Professor Shit His Pants. That's me.
He comes into the nursery to talk to you. Professor, you say?
Hello. I am here to tell you that you've been an exceptional baby here at the Exceptional Baby School. The most exceptional of all the babies we've got.
Why do all your characters start with hello?
Hello. Gives me time to think about what I might say. Well,
The nurses say my power is to see into the future. Is this so?
well, yes. And in fact, we're going to use you for government problems so that you can see into the future and solve the problem of the climate change and war and all those things.
It sounds like you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I do.
All that was very vague. You don't know the potential of my power or the limits. Climate change, things like that can only be you can only study things like that over the space of, tens and hundreds of years.
I suppose, can't you have a look? 2060, see what's going on.
The nurses say I've got the ability to see 10 minutes into the future.
Ah, well, what's going to happen in 10 minutes. Can you see now?
Oh, I see something perilous for you, Professor.
What? What is it? Please tell me so
Please
I can
tell
avoid
me.
it.
You don't happen to be lactose intolerant, do you?
Oh,
Lactose
yes.
intolerant, do you?
A whiff of cheese and I'll be on the potty all night.
Well, unfortunately, there are no potties working in the vicinity.
Oh.
2 men kick in the door. Boo boo! Professor! Guess what we have for you?
Is it a dairy product?
It's a pint of milk.
Oh!
No, we don't want you to drink it. We just actually we do.
Oh.
They stick a funnel in your mouth and shove it down your throat. What do you think of that? Did you like it?
I liked it, but I don't like what it'll do to me shortly.
Your stomach starts gargling.
Oh.
You fart, Professor.
Yes, that was me.
I must ask, why is it they call you Professor Shit His Pants?
Well, wait another few minutes and you'll find out.
Another baby walks into the room, a baby with healing powers.
Oh, just at the right time, please. You remember how
Natalie
much
says,
of a good head teacher I was?
Natalie says, I can't bear this anymore. I don't want these powers. The baby with the healing power says, then I shall cure you of what ails you. He places his hand on your head, Natalie, and he says, be gone, powers of seeing into the future. Do not dwell on this girl anymore. And just like that, you are a normal baby. No longer will you have the responsibility of having to see into the future. Your parents are called and you are taken away, and you are raised a normal baby life. Whereas Professor Shitty's Pants, you know what happens to him. His pants.
Anybody got another pair of undies? So welcome, Natalia.
I've been cast.
I've been cast. And that was Hedwig's Droppings. This has been the Pottervision podcast. Thank you so much to everybody for listening. Once again, we've got more tour dates coming up. Book your tickets. Make us relaxed. And we'd love to see you. We're going to be in Belfast, Manchester, Hull, Sheffield, London. And that's just in the next couple of months. And then we're going to be in Cardiff, Brighton, and a few other places as well. So check them all out, Pottervision.com. And as always, there's loads of bonus episodes on Patreon.com/Pottervision. Nearly 80 bonus episodes. And at the minute, we're picking our way through the 5th Harry Potter movie. Next time, we'll be on episode 140. And that is chapter 5 of book 6. Oh, doesn't sound very nice. An excess of phlegm. You have been a casting director, Tom Lawrenson.
And you have been Lucas, a.k.a. Professor Shitty's Pants, Kirkby.
Goodbye.
Pottervision.
Thank you for listening to the Pottervision podcast. The music was performed by Jack Evans. If you'd like bonus content and to support the show, you can visit patreon.com/Pottervision.